What's happening, everybody? Hope all is well. Got Wednesday night. Another beautiful show on deck. Let me know how y'all feeling today. I'm excited about this guest. It's gonna be a great show. Got my guy in there. Got like 2 more minutes and then bring him on. Get a little where everybody tapping in from. Chris Morrow, what's good? Nicole, how you doing? Got Melissa. Dewan Green, what's going on, my guy? Okay. Let's see if I got, okay, he's already in there. Let's go ahead and add my guy. Let's go and add him. Let's see. Yes, how we doing? Yeah.
The man. What up, Tris?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Turn your volume up. I barely can hear you.
Hold up. Can you hear me now?
I heard a little bit of it. Let me see. Let me try mine. There we go.
Better?
Yeah. Yes.
My man.
How we doing today, man?
Good. Tristan Smith,
Yes.
the legend. Thanks for having me on, boss.
I don't know about all that, but yeah, man, I'm excited about this.
Well, if I'm close to one, you are one. That year was crazy, 2001, man. Some serious ball players in that. That year was crazy. I don't know if we're like the 98, 97 guys, but they were unbelievable watching them, and playing with them. But 2001 was strong.
Very strong, man.
Both counties.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the platform. We're gonna be able to talk about all of that, man. So I'm excited. We're gonna give like 1 more minute. Where's everybody tuning in from, man? Give us a heart, a thumbs up. Make sure that our levels is good. Bobby Brown, what's going on? Let me know in the chat where y'all tapping in from while everybody's grabbing the seat, man. Then we're gonna get ready and get into this. Let me just check everything. Levels is good, right? Levels is good. I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, perfect. You can hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Good, fine.
All right, so listen, man, I'm excited about this. I know that you are. So what's going to happen is I'm going to do a quick introduction of the show. I'm going to throw it to you. You're going to introduce your first and last name, your high school, and then you're going to put your graduation class, and then we're going to tap in.
Sounds good.
Sounds good? All right, man, I'm ready to go.
Me too.
All right, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Tap In with Tristan. We have a Facebook Live edition, Long Island Basketball History edition. I'm really excited about this guest. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
All right. Thanks for having me. Named Chris Calabrese, Long Beach High School, born and raised, graduated 2001.
2001 for those who didn't hear him. All right. So
Sorry, 2001.
Yeah. Hey, that's my year, man. That's a good year.
For sure. One of the best years.
That's a good year. That's a good year. So I'm excited about this, man. My comrade. So Chris, man, let's go back to the early years, man. What sport are we playing, man? When did we start getting involved with sports, man? What's going on in the household? Where are we at?
Oh my God, very, very young age. So I grew up in a very athletic family.
Okay.
So 5, 6 years old, we were playing football, basketball, baseball. Had an older sister. I have an older sister. Had an older brother, Bob. Passed away. But and then my brother Nick, and we were the driveway basketball games on my street were like everybody in the neighborhood played. Everybody in town. If you wanted a serious competitive game, like if it was playing game, you were getting thrown into a garage or something. Like it wasn't easy at all. And a lot of people played there. But yeah, we played baseball, a lot of baseball at the rec center in Long Beach. A lot of good older people that I looked up to, still do. It's a tight community, similar to Amityville. Yeah, mostly baseball. To be
Okay.
honest with you, when I first started, that was my thing. I thought I was going to be a Yankee.
Yankee.
Didn't work out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're a young kid, that's all you think about. Then I started by like I just played my first year because I couldn't even reach the rim, so I kind of got discouraged. Now they have these little rims that attach to the bigger ones, which is a really good idea. But like when you're six, it's kind of like I don't know, not so fun playing. But when you get older, you start draining the shots. You get your name in the Herald, the Long Beach Herald,
Yeah.
and that's when like my older sister, my older brother, very competitive. They were both all state athletes. So,
Okay.
but even before that, like in the rec league, it was my sister was playing with D Green,
Yeah.
Dev Parker and Shaw Rogers. These names are just like, um, you know, those boys and girls, and she always held her own. She had a friend Kerry Kennedy, unbelievable, also a really good basketball player. So yeah, by the time I was like 10, 11, I saw my name in the paper. I think that kind of like, you're
Okay.
like a local celebrity.
You're a local celebrity. What was
So
that for baseball?
at baseball, basketball, football, you
Oh,
name it.
so you was in the paper for all of those at 10?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like me, some of my friends, and it was always I was always looking up to the older kids, my brother, um, all his friends, and trying to outdo each other. To be honest with you, because
Yeah.
that's really what it was. It was if you had 20, if you put somebody out, one of my friends at 20 in a game, you go to Lindell School, the elementary school where the games were hosted. You're trying to outdo that. You're trying to
Yeah. You trying to get in the lights. That's why.
batting average list, all that stuff. So it's very competitive.
Okay. So we got
Yeah, 100%. And then it's, yeah,
so we got it cooking in the house, right?
no, go ahead.
Brothers and sisters. Then you got the neighborhood coming on your block. So it's a tight knit community and everything like that. So which one did you really gravitate towards? Let's say sliding into this like middle school age, because you said you started with the love for baseball. When did basketball really start kind of getting more in the mix when you start hitting the rim and all this? When was a good age when you started like really?
So like fifth grade, I went to West Elementary School, and I remember like being in the rec league and all that. And then middle school, sixth grade was like intramurals. I think now you could play in Catholic school. My kids, you could play in sixth grade, but when when I was in middle school, when we were in middle school, sixth grade you couldn't play
Right.
contact sports, so it was intramural.
Yeah.
So seventh grade was really hard to get on that team because there
Okay.
was a lot of people that went out for the Long Beach basketball team.
Okay.
And I remember I remember like making the team and like going to the nurse's office with no one in it to call, my parents to pick me up because there was a lot of good kids in seventh grade on Long Beach middle school team that got cut, like for real. Like I'm like, this guy got cut, It took
Right.
like 4 or 5 of us. And then that's when I was like, all right, I got something brewing here. And then Billy Owens' uncle Skip was very good friends with my father,
Okay.
very good friends. So they grew up together, and Skip house, my house for the entire seriously, like just my parents' house, Harrison Street, everybody goes in. But yeah, Skip was there talking to my dad, and my dad was like, "This guy's a local celebrity
Yeah.
directly.
Right.
Do something with him." So Skip was like, "All right." So I started playing at the MLK Center,
Okay.
and that's when I started to elevate my game because it wasn't just those summers, playing in Hempstead, like some serious competition. Now, I'm not talking about just like in Long Island. I mean, Hempstead it still is. Just that name means something. Not an
Yes.
easy place to play, but I kind of got my name playing there in football and basketball. And Lincoln, I think it was Lincoln Park. I think that's the name of it. But it's
Yeah, there's a Lincoln Park there.
and I played against these kids. I'll never forget these kids from Uniondale. They were the twins. I'm
Ooh.
pretty sure one of them passed away. God rest his soul. But they were a little bit older than me, but they were quick, man. They're really quick. And then obviously the Hempstead kids, um, D Moore and Terrence King and all that. I got to play with TK
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
in the summer,
And this,
my junior year.
was this you was going over to Hempstead in the middle school? when Billy Open
Yeah,
came over and was like, hey,
Billy's uncle, Skip. Yeah,
Billy's
he
uncle.
came over.
Okay. So,
But I didn't go. But we went to Connecticut together. The Don't Foul Out tournament. I can't believe I even remember that. I can't remember what I did yesterday, but I remember that. Um, and yeah, man, I'm real tight and still tight with
was this
everybody.
was this like just like your local rec team type thing, or was this like a
No,
AU team?
yeah. Well, it didn't
I
actually. It wasn't even
traveling
AAU.
a little bit.
What's that?
You was
It
traveling a little bit, so
Yeah, but it wasn't. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't even know if it was named like I played I played with the Lightning
you play with
in
the
high school,
Lightning.
but in middle school it was just MLK Long Beach travel team, and it was go play Freeport. I did. I played with my Cray. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Jamie Wild Beach. Some Donald from Armadale, pretty good. Yeah, a bunch of guys. Lavelle Moore, Paris from Hempstead. He went to Kellenberg though.
Okay.
But lefty strong man. We had a really good solid backcourt.
So when did football come into the fold, and what's going on in the house around middle school around this time? Because you did mention that you have older brothers. How old are they? Like how much older are they than you? Because it sounds like they kind of set the table. You're seeing this in real time. You know what I'm saying? Give us a kind of a synopsis of that.
That's a great question. In my house, like in the Calabrese house, it was whoever was like the oldest and like in season
Yeah.
got all the attention. My mom was filming whether it was my brother's wrestling match,
Right.
my sister's softball game, or basketball, and then like everybody else was like running to the store to get like bagels for whoever the game it was. My dad was just like focused,
Y'all duty.
Oh, for real, like for real, and like that's what I love about Long Beach is like if you didn't perform, you heard it from everybody,
Everybody.
like older people, younger. It was like you have to show up.
You got
So
you.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah.
Did it feel like it was pressure, man? Did it, or it felt like, listen, man, I just got to go out there and do my thing.
Well, I think it would have been more pressure if I followed the sports that Bob like. So Gina was league of I don't know why it took this long, but no, it's all good. But she'll be Hall of Fame probably inductee next year. Like it 97 grad, but there's like a little bit of system to it. But
Okay.
it was not even a question. One of the best athletes to come out of Long Beach, not just
Wow.
in softball.
Salute
And I
to
told you
Gina.
about.
Hey, Gina, come take these flowers. Salute to Gina, and let's get her in this Hall of Fame.
I can't see. Is she on? Is she on? She's
I think she's on. I think I seen her, Gina. If she's not on, man, I'm saying it right now. Let's get Gina in this Hall of Fame. Stop playing Long Beach.
yeah, yeah. I was told recently she'll be in there. And then with my brother Bob, he was a wrestler. I wrestled for 1 year. I couldn't stand it. Like
Rest-
wearing that singlet, I was like, nah, I'm not
Yeah,
doing.
you
Like
got
give me the N1 shorts. I'll be at the MLK Center, and I'll I was a little taller and lanky. My two brothers, Nick and Bob, they were like just ripped, but they're a little shorter but strong as hell, and that was their thing. And they were both excellent. But yeah, my sister, like I said, she was in a league of her own, but like she was awesome at basketball too. I mean,
Right.
I told you the Sue Bird story. She had
Yeah.
Sue Bird's amazing, but my sister, I think 9 points or 10 points, something like that. When she was at Syosset. So my sister was like,
Holding you down.
tough. And then my brother, he went to Kellenberg. He was a state champion there in wrestling.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was tough. God rest his soul, passed away.
Yeah.
And he's friends with everybody. Just everybody you mentioned in Long Beach, like that were mentioned in past interviews, like with D and Jackie Elrod. Like those guys were like my idols, like for real.
Right.
Like
Right.
idolized them, and they were all Bobby's age. So Bob went to Kellenberg, but when he came back, it was always like he never left anyway. Never. So yeah, and then me and my brother Nick, when I was in high school, he was strong, but we had battles, and like I said, in the driveway. He was good at basketball too, my brother. Really good, Nick. But he was more of like, not really like, he would do team sports, but he was just more like a raw athlete,
Yeah.
like for real, like
How was you
doing backflips.
how was you balancing all this, man? What was your personality like, man? What type of player was you young? And then we're gonna slide into this high school. Like you're seeing all of this talent. They pulling up on your block, in your house. Like you know what I'm saying, your mom and them is filming the games. Like you're seeing all this. How was you processing this balances between the books? And then, you know what I'm saying, what was your personality like, man? Was you a fiery guy? Was you quiet?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, I play with a lot of grit, like um, I wasn't gonna let the other guy outdo me. Um, like when I played against Lenny Cook, I mean, he was the number one kid in the nation, and I didn't have nothing for him. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that. That's when I knew I wasn't going to high D1 school or pro, because he was literally dunking from the foul line. But he tried to dunk on me, and my dad just didn't let it happen. My football came out of me in that one, because if like T Bell, right? So here, I'll tell you a funny story. T Bell was like watching Michael Jordan, right? And D Green and Darnell Reed and all these guys, right? Lafitte Miles. I could go on and on, right? But my sister's ex-boyfriend played against T Bell. Adam,
Okay.
I'm not making fun. He's an awesome athlete. I love him. He's my brother. He knows that. But there was a picture of like T Bell's foot, like literally, like on his head. And so my dad, being the wise ass that he is, he took the Newsday article and put it on the refrigerator. And then Adam's mom was like showing people around town. He's like, stop showing people that. But Adam was an awesome athlete. It's just T Bell,
Was a more awesome athlete.
Right. So it was like, yo, you might not win the game, but don't go out like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that grit. And like, even my brother Bobby, like when I played him in the driveway, I started beating him when I was like maybe like 13 or 14. I'm like, you're a wrestler, but he was an older brother. He didn't want to lose that game. So a lot of times, the neighbors would come out, and my mom, my poor mother. Oh, it's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mom. Much love, Mom.
She loves you. She's like, this guy's amazing.
Mom is amazing. Happy birthday.
Yeah, she's awesome. But yeah, so there were like fist fights in the driveway over a basketball game. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I took that with me when I played. What's that?
I said neither one of y'all was given the inch on the basketball court. Y'all, that's all. Y'all only know one way.
That's it. And like, I always felt like I had something to prove, as far as, I guess it did, like, having two all-state, siblings. It's kind of like, but, through high school, I had a lot of injuries in football.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about sliding into ninth grade, man. Like is football fully in the mix and as a freshman? Like you sliding into this high school? You mentioned
For sure. Like,
Green and all of these guys. Yeah, coming kind of off the backs of their run. You recognize the talent that they had, man. What's the thought process sliding into high school years?
Yeah, so like I thought it was, so when D and Jackie and Jimmy Kennedy, Jovan, when those guys were seniors, I was a freshman. So to make that team as a freshman was a lot, I did my sophomore year, I came up, but I was always coming off it. I swear every season I was coming off something like an ankle injury, collarbone. I was running for my life out there, but I was better at football.
You was?
If anybody sees, yeah, for sure.
What
but
position?
What position? Running back and safety.
Okay, so you was out there,
So,
and I know you don't mind crashing skulls out there.
Nah, man. And again, playing in Hempstead, I forgot his last name, but this kid, Tomas, we used to play, and he's funny. We were at Lincoln Park in Hempstead, and I was playing. I had the visor, like I was Emmitt Smith fan. That was my.
You was visor that early. You were cooking.
Yeah, I had the visor. I had the. You couldn't even see me. I had the Newman gloves.
You like a creative play out there. You had all the gear.
Yeah.
All the accessories, finger bands, and neck, all that.
Yeah, all of it. You literally couldn't see me, but this is a funny story because as we're shaking hands, this kid comes up to me. We ended up being friends through high school and everything. But I think it was like 9th or 10th travel, whatever. And I had like 100 and something yards rush, and we went to go shake his helmet up. You know how it's like your helmet's like not completely off, but it's like,
Yeah, you
yeah.
putting it up there.
And he went up to me, he was like, "You a white boy?" Like that, and I just started dying laughing. I was like,
He said, I didn't even know you was a
he was,
white dude under there cooking
yeah,
like this.
yeah. So and ever since that, we were friends through high school, and when they beat us in my senior year, every time I got hit, all the Hempstead kids lifted me up. Like pick them up, pick them up. It was nothing but
A
respect,
lot
and
of respect. Hard, hard,
yeah.
hard competition, but no. So for those who don't know, man, what is the Long Beach community? You said it's tight knit, but what's the demographic, man? There's a boardwalk out there. There's water across there, man. What's the demographic there? And then kind of what's the vibe? You said it's kind of close knit. Is that for everybody, or is it just?
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. I mean, the way I was raised, absolutely. It still is that way. I left. I moved out of town. Was in Manhattan, but I always came back
Okay.
many weekends. Now I'm back here full time. And my girls love it here. Instead of the city, I always wanted to move back here because of that. Because it's so tight knit. And like when my brother Bob passed, like you say, demographics, like everybody was there. Everybody in town was there, and you got like Long Beach has changed a little bit after Hurricane Sandy because you have a lot of like people who you have like wealthy people who aren't doing the Hamptons, but this is like their Hamptons, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
But Long Beach was gritty even before I was born, like in the 60s and 70s. It was rough. It's not, and what's funny is like the bar scene right down the block. It's like you have like kids from Brooklyn come out here, or whatever, and they'll be in a fight, and the next thing you know, it's like everybody leaves, so that you don't even know who's who, but all the Long Beach people know who they are.
Right.
So it's like, and I always hear this I'm like, yeah. Two of my friends played division. One of them played football at Holy Cross. One of them played lacrosse, and both of their coaches got beat up on the boardwalk in Long Beach. I mean, it's just like
The
you
coach.
always hear about this stuff because it's like it is like that. It's we look out for each other.
Yeah, y'all looking out for each other, man. And if you come in there slipping, there might be some get back.
I mean, there's a lot of stories. You know what I mean? I'm not
I'm
the only
sure
one
there's some
telling them.
stories.
Yeah,
Some
it's
get back
just
on that boardwalk. Don't think it's sweet walking on that boardwalk.
it's changed a little. It's changed a little bit now, but there's I think people like the coach, one of my coach, the assistant coach for basketball, Mr. D. Philippus. He was so mad and he was like, I swear to God, all of you, everybody from Long Beach. He's like, I coached everywhere. I taught here. He goes, there's something in the water here. Like he wasn't complimenting us. He was just saying like we're all.
Yeah, y'all all
Like,
y'all all
but
off a little bit.
yeah, but we're proud of that. It's like
Yeah.
we're good. We're good people. But we do look out for each other for sure.
Don't cross us and we good.
And that's it, man.
Because if you got a problem with one of us, you're gonna have a problem with all of us. The black, the white, everybody.
100%, 100%. I'm proud of that. So
Yeah.
I love that.
So you mentioned, man, that your best sport was football, right? You had Dewan Green. So you're watching Dewan Green as a ninth grader doing amazing things, right? I sat down and talked to this gentleman. The only thing that they couldn't do was really get past that difficult Hempstead team. They did everything else.
Me and you, every time we talk, you bring it up every time, and it's like you twisted it in a funny way, But you know what I do? I relate it to I think it's the Knicks in the '90s and Jordan. Like if right, the big word if, but if Hempstead's not there, Long Beach got, I don't know, 5 or 6 Nassau County titles, maybe more, like in the '90s to 2000 for sure.
Yeah.
But Hempstead was there, and so you had to always go through them.
I know.
And let me just tell you, man, growing up watching those players, like I just said, Darnell Reed, I could probably name the starting five like in '97, but Mel King, Eric Ferguson, these guys were serious. But I played against them in the summer, so when I played against, I'm not going to knock another town, but let's just say I played against another town after playing Hempstead in the summer, it was like,
Yeah.
I was out there like, I'm Darnell Reed now. I'm D Green. You know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah.
crossing
Yeah.
people
You got
over
that experience. You got that experience of dealing with the big dogs, man. So I'm like,
for
listen,
sure.
I'm equipped for this.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It makes you step your game up when you play against better people. I mean,
Absolutely.
so,
Absolutely. So let's
but
talk about
I owe that to my dad and Skip, because like, go back to like, hey, this, they're
right.
joking around, like, like, elevate your game. If my dad was serious, like, if you're serious about playing, then play. And I did a pretty good job. So
What type of player was you, man? What was your strength out there on the court, man? I hear the grit, so I know that there was a lot of determination. You just gonna push me around, and you're a football guy,
no,
so
yeah, I had a handle. Like, that was my thing.
okay.
Everybody who knew me knew like that I could play and I could dribble.
Yeah.
But it's funny because of the injuries. I worked with Mark Von Essen at Game 7 and Timmy Maloney, who's on this, who he coached at Florida. He was at Florida with Billy Donovan when they were,
When there was
and I was
cooking.
coming, and they got my shot, like this. Me and Terrence King that rocked the St. Agnes camp
Okay.
going into my senior year.
Okay.
That's when my shot was good in my junior year, but not like my senior year. My senior year, I never really did my percentage, but
Right.
it was pretty good, man. I didn't shoot enough. Like, that was
You ain't
that
shoot
was
enough. Yeah, different era too, man. You would definitely let the gun go more if you played today.
oh my
You shoot
God.
like 10 threes today.
Wandy would be screaming at me to get off the court because but he would take us out early a lot. I think D mentioned that in the interview. If we were up by a lot, that's when a lot of us want to, not like rub it in, but like, you want to get your stats up there,
Heck, yeah.
But after the third quarter, if we were up by a certain amount, you're done. If you were a starter, he didn't want you to play, you didn't play. Wandy doesn't play games, so
Right. So as
shout
a
out to Wandy Williams.
shout out to Wally Williams, man, coach, holding it down out there in Long Beach. What's your thought process going through high school, balancing the books, balancing football and basketball? Right, where do you see this going? Is this just like I'm in the moment right now, or would like to play in the future? I want to tie this into my future. Like, did you recognize what's going on outside of the game? Paint that picture for us. In these out like
100%.
junior, senior year.
So I think by my senior year, I had it that, like, but for sure I wasn't going, like, the NBA thing was just, you, like, as a kid, you're still a kid, you still think like, but by the time I was like a junior, senior, like, I knew that wasn't happening, but like early on, I still did. The books, like, in the early, when I came, Long Beach is a really hard town to stay focused in. I'll just say that.
That I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, it is like, but like my ninth grade, I was very serious. Like, I had
Okay.
I'll never forget. Like, I had like every single book you could think of,
Oh,
like,
he's
in my
one of
book
those guys.
bag.
Like, leaning over
Yeah,
with all the books.
yeah. Like, I was like serious. I'm like trying to be serious, but then by my senior year, I was.
You borrowing books, right? By the time you ain't got no book, you
That's it.
all your book.
Yeah, they're like, but all the guys I looked up to were cool, but not many of them took sports as serious. I think if I would have went to like Kellenberg or Chaminade, maybe because it was a little more. Well,
Structure.
not a little bit. It was, yeah, for sure. Long Beach was just like, if you go to class, you go to class. If you don't, you don't. Back then, like, I'm not saying there wasn't good teachers, but it just.
It was more like that sounds like a college atmosphere. Like, listen, man, listen, you responsible for you. We here to help, but listen, we ain't gonna really
Right.
hold your hand too tough. Got it. That's what.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I wish I did. I left. I quit baseball my sophomore year, and I played lacrosse my junior year. And those
Okay.
coaches, Joe Hoffman, Buddy Hoffman, they were unbelievable, man. Like, they wanted me to go to Bridgeton Academy in Maine, which is serious. Like, that's, you take a year. Like, but again, I was so, like, when you say, do you want it bad enough? And the answer is, I did up until like my senior year. I think I was kind of burnt out playing 3 sports. It's a lot. But Bridgeton Academy in Maine was serious, and Buddy was my coach. He was All-American at UMass. His dad's absolute legend, Joe Hoffman. Um, they're not just like coaches; they're like family. Like, they would literally like make sure you do everything you could. And Bridgeton Academy was like a prep school for serious people who want to be like D1. And I guess D2 to me, like stupid thinking that it now, because it could have been like a free scholarship. You know, I could have went to NYT, Post,
Yes.
Delphi, right? But like my mindset was, I got to play D1. You know,
Okay.
and that's even one of the reasons I went to St. Francis my freshman year, which was 9/11, which was like, yeah, all my friends were like in Florida and Cali, and it was, I was like, damn, I'm taking a Long Island Railroad to college. Like, this is not what I envisioned at all.
Right.
You watch like the movie Blue Chips. That was like my favorite basketball movie. Like
Blue chip.
in your head,
Yeah.
you got to adapt. But like when you're a kid, it's like you're super focused on is going to be how it's going to play. And you get hurt, or something happens in life, and you have to adapt to it. And like with my brother Bob, I never thought my brother, would be murdered at 24 years old. Like,
wow, that's heavy, bro. When
yeah.
okay, when did that happen in your life? Like what grade or what age was you when that happened? That's a heavy.
I was 21, so I was
Okay.
talking to Mark Von Essen because I think it was after my sophomore year of college.
Okay.
I left St. Francis, and he wanted Mark Von Essen. I'm probably one of the best basketball coaches, if not the best basketball coach around. He played for St. Agnes. He wanted me to play for AJ Widener at Nassau. But I just didn't. I didn't have it. Like, I didn't want it enough. Like you went to St. Francis, which is so weird but you got a scholarship there.
Right.
I coach Ron. I forgot his last name. Gatlin, maybe.
Ron Ganulin.
Ganulin. Okay. See, I'm still there.
Man, listen, we got it.
I had a conversation with him about playing. I did really well, and I played against one kid on that team that he didn't belong on the team. But I spoke to the brother out there, Priest, from St. Francis, and I destroyed this kid, man, on St. Francis. But like he was a walk on, but they said he was like academically great. They just wanted him on the team.
I know who you're talking about.
Well, don't mention his name, but let me just tell you, I was like, yo, listen, I could play D1. I'm not playing at Duke, but whatever. Or even St. John's, you were heavily recruited.
Yes.
I was, I could have played at 1,000 D2 schools.
Yeah.
But to me, I was too
down at that.
Right? I don't know. I look back at it now. You couldn't tell me that at 17. You literally, my dad was like, "Yo, you just got a full ride to this school, to that school." I'm like, the gym's too small. He's like, the gym's too small. He's like,
what was your it kind of glitched. Was your family like cool with the D2? Like, hey man, let's take a look at this. You had people saying, hey man, take a look at this.
For sure. My dad was, that's why I said, like, stupid. Like, at 17, I was just not 18. I'm like, I forgot what gym it was, but it was a local D2 school. Pretty sure. Might have been NYT. I forgot. It's like up north a little bit in the North Shore. But
might have been like NYT or something like that.
Yeah. And I looked at the gym, and, Long Beach, for high school, we played in front of a lot of people.
Right.
I mean, a lot. Like, there was like 500-600 people. At playoff games, there was more. And the gym's big. I don't know if you ever played in that gym, but it's big. Like, the bleachers are huge. And we filled them out. So we were good. And then, I guess my head was just in it. Wasn't meant to be, Like, but if St. Francis was like, let's go, and when they did say, how are your grades, I wasn't really doing what I was supposed to do my freshman year because I was in Brooklyn. I'm a Long Island kid. I don't know anybody. I was like the homecoming king. I knew everybody in town.
Right.
And then I go out there, I'm kind of lost. I'm just like, I'm completely lost. And I used to go to the Promenade in Brooklyn where you could see the World Trade Center for lunch. I was lonely without anybody. And then I got at 9/11, I was stuck there. And I was like, get me out of here. I don't want, like, I'm a Long Island kid. I don't want to be here. Like, I was stuck. The subways were shut down. Long Island Railroad was shut down.
Yeah.
So it was really eye-opening experience.
Yeah. I was stuck on campus on 9/11. That's the day that you won't forget. they shut down St. John's. I was pre-season,
Yep.
so I know exactly what you mean, bro. I know exactly what you mean when it
I was at St. Francis upstairs. You know that faculty room. It's really small. Like where I was up there making calls, and this is like the Nextel days.
yeah.
You know,
I had
the
to
chirp.
bleep bleep.
Yeah, and I couldn't get in touch with my dad because everybody back then the cell phone. It's not like the cell phone towers now. I couldn't get. He told me he was like, I'm going to World Trade Center today because he lost like 7 or 8 guards, 8 guards. He
Wow.
was a retired cop, and then he went right to security. He lost 8 guards that day. But he told me that morning, he was like, maybe I'll come get you in Brooklyn after I go to the Trade Center because it's right over the bridge.
Right over the bridge.
It's right there. But I saw all the smoke coming across and the debris coming across the river.
Oh
It
man.
was just like, I was just like, get me out of here, man. Like my head was just gone. And then I think the thought of me, like, I still have a letter to one of the teachers saying, hey, I have a chance to play Division I. It's been my goal my whole life. You know, is there any way I can make it up? And her name was Sister Sheehan, tough Irish nun. She was like, nah. I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm done. So
Wow.
that was it. You know, I always played sports. I always kept active and worked out and stuff like that. But as far as like my dream of playing college over, but you know, like worst things happen in life. You know, you just got to adapt. I think that's one thing I try to tell my daughters now is you could focus on a goal, but you have to adapt to life because it's not the way you always envision. You know? I mean, look at Jason Frazier,
Look at
right?
Jason
Like
Frazier.
that's your boy, right? I mean, that guy's amazing, right? He got hurt. You know, he had to adapt.
Yeah.
But everybody, I always thought he's gonna be in the pros. Can't wait for him. You know, Long Island guy, love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you know, it's different levels of adapting, but you know,
Yeah, I think that's also the beauty of this, man. So I appreciate that transparency is those ebbs and flows in life. Because when you're young and you're projecting, there's a level of romanticizing what your life is going to be, and you don't want to stop that, right? Because there's a drive behind that to keep going, right?
right,
But you have to find that appropriate blend of being realistic, and
100%.
sometimes that can kick you in the chest.
Oh, for sure, for sure. You say romanticize, like I had a lot of that. I would watch Varsity Blues and be like, "You're in Texas now," and me
Yeah,
and you had this conversation. That's what you know. When you're watching a movie, I remember dating this girl. I went to the movies, like Rockefeller Center, and I saw Varsity Blues. I'm like, this is gonna be how high school football is. You
right.
know, like it was not like that at all. And then like he got game. Jesus Shuttleworth, like high
Oh
school.
yeah,
It is not, you know, you got, like you just said, there's got to be a balance. And with me,
that's the
the
right
one
word.
thing I need to really work on is either like high and low. It's
Yeah,
kind of like it's something I struggle with. You know, it's like if I still struggle with.
right.
If I'm into it, I'm into it, and you
Way
know,
into a passionate guy, man.
all
Trying to
but
lead, man. I think
you know you've seen it, so
and that's what also made you an excellent player, man. He's an all county guy in both sports. And like you said, man, I'm out here doing my numbers. I played against high level players. I know I can play at that level, right? But there's also different facets that move on behind the scenes. And you're like, man, I had the opportunity to play the Division II. I kind of overlooked that. And that's kind of how life is. And this is why this platform is good, man, because you might be able to help out some young athlete, male or female, that's like, maybe having the same thought process as you. And
right,
sports is not the end all be all, right? There's life that's intertwined with it and then after it. But it's a great part of it because it opens up a lot of doors and it creates a lot of lanes for you. So salute to you for being able to kind of adapt. And you mentioned that you lost your brother at 21 years old, man. How did we adapt to that? You know what I'm saying? Because like that right there is something that you can't necessarily really prepare for, but you have to go through.
yeah. Man, that day was rough because I try to like if I could have a conversation with a kid that I saw that might end up that happening to somebody, I would do anything possible to make sure that didn't happen to a
Right,
family because I know what it did to my family.
right,
And Yeah, it was. I mean, uh, if I was coming over to, I was. It happened in Island Park, like right near Long Beach. They call it North Long Beach, but it's really Island Park. And D Green will tell you he was there 10 minutes before it happened, and
Uh,
that there was like an exchange. They owed my brother money, and he thought they were going to pay him, and instead of paying him, they killed him. And yeah, it when you say how do you adapt to it, I mean, I think I am. I think I'm doing the best I possibly can, but it's still there. It's like I just like I never told my daughters how it happened until recently. Um,
wow.
they found out because they Googled it. Like how naive of me to think that hey, maybe one day they'll just Google how their uncle died, and they
Ooh,
did it, and that was rough because
uh,
they read it. I think someone in school was probably like, oh, this would happen to your uncle because, like
right.
I said, in this town, and my older daughter's 13, and my younger daughter's 10, and they found out
Okay.
that way. So they're reading an article on it, and it's like I don't know if it was the right thing to keep it from them all these years, but I also kind of want to keep that innocence in their childhood as
That's
long as possible. And because when you hear something like that, it's I don't want the nightmares and all that stuff. So I
right.
just
Right. You did the best that you can because, like you said, there is no real preparation for that. And really, my heart goes out to you and the family, and even the community, right?
yeah
Because you said, man, I mean, you told me that he impacted so many people, man. He shut down the Parkway,
yeah
right? But this
yeah
happened
it was
to people that wanted to come and pay the respects to him. And I think also too, when certain people see that you're from a certain area, right? You look a certain way, they don't see that, they might not even think that you're going through any hardship.
a
Is that
hundred
fair to say?
percent, 100%, 100%. I mean, I something happened the other day. I don't want to give it energy, but like, yeah, like, the car I drive, right? Because of this Cybertruck, people are like, oh, like that was given. Like I didn't buy it. I didn't. I'm not rich like that.
Right.
But like, and then it's like, oh, look at this. Like people curse at you. Like it's crazy. But walk a mile in my shoes. Like good luck doing it.
Good luck. Yeah.
Trying to get through it. But I'll do anything possible to make sure that like that the if I could touch anybody's life in any way to make sure that they don't go through something like that is I would do it. And we have something brewing where me and you
Right.
where hopefully we reach out to the right kids and put them in the right direction and have a sense of being able to adapt, right? Because for every um, LeBron James, there's like how many Lenny Cooks, right?
Yeah.
And D Green will tell you like D Green should have been a top tier D1 school, if not the pros.
Right.
Like I
Right.
I mean that's how good he. But he's not the only one, right?
No,
He's
he's
not the
not.
only one. There's
No.
kids I don't. You go to Hempstead, ask how many people. There's probably a name I don't even know that people are. Oh, you ever hear about him?
Right.
Freeport, crazy good athletes. Like it's sad, but it's life,
Fact.
and you have to adapt to that life. I know I use that word a lot, but I guess that
It's very
you
valid.
ask me.
I think it's valid, and I think also too we have to be there has to be a level of real that goes with it. You know what I mean? And like you said, man, I don't know. You didn't really know when the right time was to share that news with your daughter, right? And then it kind of came up on you. It's like I gotta do it now because it's upon me. But
Mhm.
there's not a full preparation for that, and that's kind of what life is, right? You can prepare only up to so much in so many categories, but like we're saying, one of the best things you can do is take your experience and pour it into another. And one of the other best things that you can do is really try to fall back from the judgment on certain people's situations and try to listen and try to hear what their backstory is. So salute to you for even being transparent enough to share that, man, because
Of
I'm
course,
sure that's still something that's being processed for your household, for yourself, and even for your neighborhood. So this is another reason why this platform is here to try to be able to help to bring some forth of healing and education and celebration. So we celebrate your brother's life, and I think
thank you, Tris.
I think
Appreciate
I think moving forward is he would be proud of you, proud of what you're doing, proud of how you're standing, dad that you're being, and then sliding into the stuff that we're about to talk about, you know what I'm saying, what we've been talking about. I've been fortunate enough to build a relationship with you, and I think it really got strengthened through the platform that we have here. So let's talk about the Long Island basketball page, man. What do you think this is going on? And then we'll slide into this great idea that we got, that we're going to look to bring into real time.
Absolutely. I mean, as soon as I'm new to social media, right? So the only reason I got it was because my company was like, you kind of have to get it,
Right.
for marketing and stuff like that. But this is like, I'm on this page more than anything, because I love it. I love the different towns. I'm proud to be from Long Island,
Right.
but especially Long Beach. But all the raw talent that was around here, I don't think people realize it, but you are helping people realize it. You did a great job, man. Really. It's a great page. And you hear these names, like somebody mentioned Shakiba Davis. How do I know Shakiba? She went to camp in Point Lookout,
Go.
and boys and girls camp, and nobody had anything for her. And I was a kid. She always picked me on the team. And I was like, I don't know, 8, 9.
Right.
And we never lost.
Cooking
She did
out.
everything. She did everything. I didn't do anything, but she was just like me, and I had this like mushroom haircut. But Shakiba Davis, I know Shakiba Davis. Like, I don't know if she remembers me, but I was so little, and
That's
she played
dope.
with my sister. But she destroyed everybody,
Dope.
boys, girls. Nobody had anything for her.
That's dope.
I was amazing watching her play. So I was like, yeah, I don't know how she's doing, but she was one. She was one person I saw play. I was like, oh my god, she could play.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that I mean, that's what it is, man. It's really just trying to just celebrate as many people as we can, educate as many people as we can, and really just trying to just be a link in the chain and just keep adding to it so that we can just pour into each other's lives, and then as well as the youth mainly, right? Do some of these things that we did, man, that were beneficial, and some of these things that we did that weren't beneficial, let's not do that, right? So
100%,
and try to
100%.
tell the truth in love, man. So that's really it. So professionally, man, what are we doing? And then let's talk about this thing that we got going.
Sure, you mean for work wise? So
Yeah. If you want to
yeah,
tap in with
so
what you got going on, man, go ahead, man.
yeah, I mean, I started out real brief. I got like my first real job was at the Mandarin Oriental, which is like I was like 24 years old, 5-star, 5-diamond property. I got
Right.
involved with that. Then I worked at the Pier Hotel, which was another 5-star, 5-star, 5-diamond property. And then I ended up working for 3 different uh, families, a billion like their support. So I got to travel a lot. Some good people you work for, some people not so great. Again, that's life, but the experience of it is something that helped me. Then I managed a restaurant in the 5 towns, kosher restaurant for 4 years, and great place, Doma. And then left there, and now I'm doing restoration. So fires and floods, like people's houses get burned down, we respond to that. Sad to see. The flood part of it, like Long Beach went through Hurricane Sandy, so I kind of like know how it is for people. I lived through it, and you just got to be, it's not really just about business. It's like I got these little care packages for people, whether we get the job or not through insurance or whatever. It's just something to things you don't think of, like a like a portable charger. You couldn't make a phone call during Hurricane Sandy. Like it was another thing, like another crazy event, but. Water bottles and just like stuff like that you need to get through the day while you're working out hotel rooms or whatever you're doing. So it's kind of you get to give back a lot in that, and that's been going well. But I'm very excited because Gold Star Restoration, they're great, and they're going to help us out with your new venture. And
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Like, listen, man. That for all of the people that's on here, Chris and I have had conversations. I've had conversations with other people, and we're looking to try to create some type of give back. And we needed somewhere. We needed somewhere to start. We needed somewhere to start. And I felt like Long Beach would be a great area to start what we're planning on doing. I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce it, and then, you know what I'm saying, then you can throw me the assist, and I'll finish up on my thoughts on it, because your perspective is different from my perspective, even when I presented it. And then like we'll reveal it, and then we'll go off and running with it.
Sounds good. So basically, I was honored to hear that Tristan. I had a feeling he was going to do something with this. I'm like, this 4,000 now 5,000 people. I'm like what a platform. I mean, to start off, right? Like if for business or whatever. But Tristan being Tristan, it's not all business. It's basically going from town to town, putting a clinic in there with people that with kids that are serious about basketball, and making sure that anybody who wants to play gets a slot to play. And the coaches, we have a very special coach. Brought him up a bunch of times, but DeJuan Green, pulling him out of retirement, and I'm going to introduce him to a lot of the kids. We got the venue at Long Beach Catholic, which is amazing. Thank you so much to
Thank you so much.
Father Brian, Father Stephen, and Principal Barnaba, and Martin Dara, the athletic director.
Absolutely.
They're giving us the venue. It's right across the street from me, which is amazing. And they do great events. So DeJuan will be the guy, and he should be. To represent Long Beach and to represent Long Island basketball history clinics. And I'm honored that you would choose Long Beach to be the number one, and I'm going to make sure it gets done right. So anybody knows me, I have that ADHD, but like I'm targeted. You already know. Like I'm going to get it done.
I've been watching it in real time.
I want to get it done. If I say I'm going to do something, I like to do it for people. I like to help people a lot. So yeah, I'll do whatever I can, and I think it's just gonna blow up. So, I'm here. However you need me to help, I'm help. I think you're happy with it, and then to learn from people like yourself and DeJuan Green doesn't really get much better than that in my book. And then my boy Deshaun Moy. I don't know if he's on, but he's another one. Him and his brother Reese and my brother Nick are like they're like brothers since elementary school. And Day is he's another one that I think we're going to bring. And anybody else from Long Beach who wants to, you got to do the training. Like you can get into that, but but I think we're a lot with all that, like you said before, all the heavy lifting is done. And I think the clinic is not just going to be about basketball. We're going to bring in like real life situations and try to the per age let them know be respect. Yeah, exactly. Be respectful. Hard work, and don't make the same mistakes that we made.
Yeah. So appreciate that. Appreciate that setup. Really, what my goal is and my vision is to bring this page into real life. And one of the things that I see is the give back part, right? Like you said, there's always a business opportunity in almost anything, especially today. If there's a void, it can be filled, right? So one of the things too that you can't really fill is time, right? So just giving your time and effort to a person, man, that goes a long way. That goes a long way. Young kids don't forget those things, right?
Sure.
Sometimes it's only one time, man, but it can make or break a kid's spirit, and it can change a life. So what we want to do is take these Long Island legends that are from all different parts of Long Island and start putting some pop-up clinics across Long Island. And as we walk this thing through, we can put our experiences together as the adults or into these young and next generation through the game of basketball, but not limited to. So I think that's kind of what we're saying. Is that fair to say, Chris?
It's 100% accurate. 100% accurate. And me and you tend to be like, oh, well, when we're on the phone, it's funny because it's like, well, after this clinic, then but like, I'm trying like very hard to be
stay
like,
in the moment.
Yeah, stay in the moment. Because exactly. Enjoy it. And, and like you said, this is the first clinic. So I want to make sure that it's right. And there's nobody better, than D Green. But there's so many other Long Beach people, great athletes that also didn't, for whatever reason,
absolutely,
life got in the way, and I can name so many of them. And I don't want to say it's sad because, like I said, life happens, but I can name so many people. This town is filled with talent. It always has been.
Absolutely. So one of the main reasons that I like Long Beach is because you have a rich history, but it's also an overlooked history. So I think that y'all would feel honored. And when I did reach out, there was a level of honor and humility and saying thank you. But now we can say our thank yous to one another, and then we can pay it forward to the children and the parents and say thank you for giving us an opportunity to be able to work with your child, and then give them a real, you know what I'm saying? Give them the handshakes, the high fives, and then also, you know, seeing some tutelage in the basketball, which will set up future clinics to where we can always add things, you know what I mean? The different aspects that come from the game of basketball. So that's what we're going to do, man. And we have our first one. This is going to be Long Island Basketball History Presents Long Beach Basketball Clinic. This is going to be the first of many, right? So Long Beach is kicking it off. We're going to do it October 18th, which is a Saturday.
Right.
Do session 1 with the 4th through 8th graders, and then session 2 with the 9th through 12th graders. So we got the flyer ready to go. We got the registration ready to go. We'll have the early bird special. So we'll be posting this on this page, and then we'll be sharing it out. I'm in the process of getting the website put together, so we'll have a full landing page. So we're just trying to walk this thing through. And one of the things that we talked about is not pump faking and having to just be words, but actually getting something started. Starting is usually the hardest part. So I want to say thank you, Chris, for helping me be boots on the ground. Like you said, I'm in Texas, so being boots on the ground. And in between your busy schedule, man, and then your home life, you've been gracious enough, man, to go above and beyond to help us secure the venue and then start looking at other things to be able to make this thing a beautiful event. I'm really excited about it, man. I'm really thankful, and I think that we picked the very best first place and first person through you.
Ah, man,
To
thank
kick
you,
it off,
bro.
man.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it. And I do. And you know, when you said, I really do appreciate that. And you're very welcome. You're a great guy, and it's crazy. Every time I talk to you, I'm like, it's more and more alike. It's crazy. So much in common. But when we said I have a chance to help out a guy that I idolized my whole life, Dewan Green. You know, literally, like I've known him. It's crazy. It makes me sound old because I am old, right? But I'm not old, but
We got a little gray in our beard now. We
yeah,
got to
bro.
accept it. We're
30
seasoned
something years
vets
I
now.
know the guy, and he's
Yeah.
always been like, just bigger than life. And so now bringing that back, and he's
Yes.
been through a lot himself, man. He's been through a
Shout out to
lot.
Dewan.
That's my guy. And
We got D Green on the flyer, dude. Is the flyer's a dope flyer, man. We got D Green on the flyer representing Long Beach, man. So like you said, man, we
you got
want
to
to
host
have
that,
him.
right? I can't wait to see. I saw it, so I can't wait for everybody else to see it.
Absolutely, man. We want to make sure that he spearheads this thing. So I'll be leading the charge when it comes to the clinic, man. But we gonna ride out with Dewan Green and whoever else. Like
Right.
like we said, this is our first, but it's not the last. So we
Definitely.
want to add more legends as we go, and then we want to go on to the next city and the next city and the next city or the next town, whatever y'all want to say, and then we can start looking at some big things. So we
Absolutely.
want to continue to use this momentum from this platform, from this page, to bring into real time, right? I think it will be a tremendous disservice to Long Island, and I think it will be a big opportunity missed if we don't. So I want to say thank you, man, because a lot of people pump fake. a lot of people pump fake. A lot of people get discouraged over different things. You don't take no for an answer. You just say, okay, it's another opportunity for me to move on,
Right.
and I can relate to that. And you've been like really helpful, man. More than words can say. It wouldn't have got done without you. So
You're
thank
welcome. You're welcome, man. I'm just honored to be working with you together, and I hope everybody. The one thing I want to say is like, down the line or whatever for Long Beach, we got that covered. But let's say we do another town. Let's say Amityville.
I
Amityville
got
got
I got another one. We got for a fact we got another one on the horizon with Darius Burton. I'm
right.
putting it out
All
there.
right. Right.
Got Darius Burton lined up. So also anybody else that's willing from their different neighborhoods, hit me up. But go ahead, I interrupt you. You gotta finish
No, no,
up.
no. Yeah, I would just want to go on the to sponsor a kid. Make
Yes.
I'm just thinking like Long Beach kid and like, oh, he didn't sign up, but yeah, he doesn't have like we'll make it happen. You know
We're
what I
gonna
mean?
make it happen.
So,
Yes.
and that's what it is. That's what it's all about. And hopefully you know, that clinic in some way can help. or
help.
keep that momentum going for that person, that kid who loves to play sports.
I got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of ideas, so I just need everybody to walk with me. I cannot do this alone, and I'm not going to try to. Right? I learned my lesson trying to do that before in the past. Not, I need help, and we all need help, and everybody has their different gifts, passions, skill sets, and they bring value in different areas. I'm asking for everybody's help as we move forward to bring that and lock arms with me, and then be able to support these different neighborhoods that need help, because there's limited resources that each town has. Some people have all of the resources when it comes to the bells and whistles, the facilities, but they might not have the right person in
Right.
there that can give the time or be able to speak to the heart of these kids. So I think if we lock arms, we can check all of the boxes, man. So we have to kind of do it as a community. I think the page is kind of showing that and bringing solidarity, right, amongst the eras, the older gentleman, right, to the young gentleman, the male or female, the white and the black, right? Nassau, Suffolk is uniting, right? It's
I love
united.
it.
We're able to talk trash to each other, but in a very respectful way. We're able to celebrate each other, but in a respectful, I mean, in a loving way. So it's very unique. So I want to continue to do that, man. So again, I thank you, but we really want to come to a city near you. So hit me up, right? Hit me up in the DM. As we move forward, he said it right. We're going to set up some type of fund to where we can start doing sponsors and start getting this thing to be like a really big deal, right? So any other suggestions, man, y'all can hit me up offline. But that's really where we at, man. It's going to move forward. And it's locked in October 18th.
Love it. Love it. We couldn't do it Irish Day because that's a
We
sacred
can't do it Irish Day.
that's a sacred day out here, man. You
Nah,
got the
nah,
bagpipes get started early.
we
The
can't.
bars are crazy, so we got the right date. We got the right
We
date. We
had
got the
that
right
was a
venue.
factor. That was a
Yeah,
real
yeah, I know. Yeah, it
that
was
was a
funny.
real factor.
He's like, yeah, we can't do it that Saturday, but yeah, that would be wild. But they have a parade and everything. But it's gonna be a busy October in Long Beach, and I can't wait for it, man. I'm just happy that you're bringing your expertise and your talent combined with D to teach these kids. And again, I got a whole list of people I could name right now that I want to bring, but I already reached out to some people before this about getting trained and the Vertus training and coming in and so.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it, and again, I'm really happy. I'm honored, and I'm thankful. It's a level of gratitude that goes with it because I can see this thing being very special moving forward. Like this page has the trajectory is really limitless, and it's been moving fast because it's rooted and grounded in love, right? We're celebrating one another, even
Right.
and breaking barriers of rivalry, right? That's not
100%.
that's hard to do in the midst of everybody's lifestyle now, especially society. It's very easy to be pitted up against another person. So again, I'm really happy, man. We're gonna hit the ground running, right? We're gonna hit the ground running for this thing, but man, we're definitely gonna build in real time. And again, man, this has been an amazing interview. I appreciate
Thank you,
you.
man. Thanks for having me, man. I enjoyed all of them, and I like hearing about I don't want to say older, but like you said, the past generations in the
Past
'70s,
generations, man. We are
'80s.
part of that now. We are part
Those
of that
those
now.
guys are gritty as hell, man. I would just I wish there was more film of it.
Now I'm
Like
working on it, and anybody out there, man, if we get our hands on some film, I'm working on it. We need
for
some film.
sure.
Anybody that got some film tucked away, or they know of somebody that got some film tucked away, I'm
Wandy's got some of my DVDs on. We turned them. They were
we
tapes,
got
but turned them into DVDs.
we got to find a way to convert these things.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
We got to find a way to convert these things, man, and just keep building. But really, it just starts with conversation, man, and that's been the beauty of this platform is just being able to have a conversation and bring it to the public in a positive way. So again, thank you for your time, man. I'm looking forward to it. It wouldn't have moved without you, man. So just know your value and the level of importance you were to not just this one, man, but really kickstarting the whole thing. I'm not sure if it really gets all the way off the ground. So you're a big piece, man. You're in the Hall of Fame for the Long Island basketball. You know what I'm saying? The history of starting these clinics.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Anything I can do, Tris, you know that. If I say if I give you somebody my word, it means a lot to me. And
I respect that.
You know, I'm still working on myself and stuff like that, like we all are. But I do, if I give somebody my word, that's for real. So.
Thank you, man. So I want to give you your flowers, man. Not just as a basketball player, man, and a football player, man. You held it down in high school, man. All county, and obviously you looked at some other opportunities, but you was really gung ho on going D1, and you adapted. You adapted to it not really opening up like that.
Right.
And also, man, I'm proud of the character that you got, man. Stand up guy. Really, not everybody's that way, right?
Thank you, boss. I appreciate it, man. I think it's goes back to the Long Beach community, of course, my family.
Absolutely.
Good roots here. And you're gonna see it. And as I said, when you fly in here, I want you to spend a little more time, not just come into the clinic and out. I want you to spend time. So I'll make sure you meet the family and everybody, and you're gonna love it. You know, it'll be your third home, right? So you got Texas, Amityville, Texas, and here. So
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for welcoming me with open arms. Mom, thank you and happy birthday. I look forward to meeting all you guys, and I look forward to putting together an awesome event. Right, we're also going to have to perform and do our part, and that's what we'll do.
sounds good, man. Thanks so much, man. Thanks for everybody. I can't see who was here or anything, but I appreciate it. So
much love, man. We'll be talking offline to everybody. I appreciate you guys.
all right, Tris. Have a good night, man.
You too.
Good night, guys.
All right.